on your side. And congratulate you for being something new. How has it been? Okay, how Nervosa adapted to it, to this,
Well,
this new beginning
I,
as a band. And okay, well, we'd like to send our regards to you and thank you for this opportunity and your time,
thanks to you.
and to
Thanks to you.
congratulate you for being a part of this new Nervosa era that is coming.
Thank you. I'm happy
Um,
to actually.
so, how has it been in this quarantine that we are all locked up? How has Nervosa adapted to it, to this,
Well,
this new
uh,
beginning
I,
as a band and being locked up like everybody else?
yeah, actually, it's the second lockdown for me. Yeah, I won a second lockdown because in Italy here we are almost locked up, but I am allowed to go to work because I am a teacher, so schools are open. But in the first lockdown, I was quite, we were not supposed to go anywhere except for pharmacies or supermarkets or nothing else, and I'm a bit claustrophobic, so I was on the roof of my house, only to breathe a little bit of oxygen. And I was, looking all the social medias, and I came up looking at the news, like Nervosa split up, and I was like, oh, damn, this is really a shame, because this band was really one of my favorite bands because of the message that they were bringing to the world, like women screaming out for their rights and their presence and the power. And I was like, I'm so sorry for Prika because she is alone now. And then I was thinking about these things, and I remember I heard the sound of an email that was arriving. I opened the email, and there was Prika Amaral writing to me, and I was like, oh, please. I was hoping that the email was like if I was interested in joining Nervosa, and if it was her asking me if I was interested in doing an audition for Nervosa. Of course, I answered back of yes, of course. She asked me to do Kill the Silence, and she liked my style, so I entered in Nervosa. And from that day, it was a non-stop working for the new songs, and we were using of course internet, because now I can say holy internet, otherwise we will not be able to work together.
Yeah, we've been locked since March till like half August, beginning of September, and it's mind breaking sometimes. It's like I know
Absolutely.
I know every inch of my small apartment, cleaning everything
Yeah.
like 1,000 times. It's like,
Changing the furniture, how they are. Yeah,
yeah,
I know the feeling.
God bless
Cleaning
internet.
everything.
Yeah, it has been quite an ordeal sometimes. So
Mm.
we've noticed that Nervosa has like developed a new sound. Like before this new lineup, it was like more, let's to use some kind of label, like more of a death thrash metal, and now it's like it has some kind of a twist going like to the black metal. It has some like some darkness. So I guess that it comes with this new lineup. So how was it
Yeah.
developed? This new sound? How it came by? It was your idea? Your like all the
No,
band
no,
together?
because the composer is always Prika, and you can easily listen that there's Prika behind all the songs. But the point is, for example, I'm talking about me, the bass. I had a really difficult inheritance, or from I theoretically took the place of Fernanda, and it was a very huge part Nervosa sound.
Like big shoes
But
to fill.
exactly. And I mean, when Prika asked me to do an audition, I told her, yeah, I know, but you, you know that I have a black metal style, and it has nothing to do with Fernanda's style, because, for example, I'm not using fingers at all when I'm playing, and I'm doing very hard riffing. I'm not into big technical stuff like doing 1 million notes per minute. So I said I have my style, and it's more black metal doom style. And she was like, "That's okay. I only want to listen what you're doing." And that's the thing. Also during the recording in Malaga of the new album, I came with my style that was really more obscure than the previous bass sound that Nervosa had, because I am more for the massive sounds. I'm more for creating an obscure
Like an atmosphere.
atmosphere with the bass sound. So on the contrary, I think Fernanda had of course she is absolutely super technical, she is absolutely super super bassist and singer, of course, but she was using um, in my taste too dry sound, a sound that was too dry, and I'm not into this kind of sound because I belong to a different style of music that is, I don't know, it's more for the punch, the fat of bass.
Like a heartbeat, something
And
more organical, maybe.
exactly, something that is pushing up the guitar, you know? The guitar, in my opinion, has to be the focus, and then the bass has to follow and push to make the whole song bigger, massive. And then, of course, there's also the drummer Eleni. She comes from different styles too, and my God, she's like a machine. When I saw her playing, I was shocked because she's so cute, so small, and then when she take her drumstick, she's like a demon. She's really a machine, and she has really a violent style, like, also when she's playing and she's moving, she's really like, and she is always at banging while she is playing drums.
She
That is
becomes possessed by
amazing.
the drums.
Exactly. And then, of course, diva. Diva has a different sound of the voice, and maybe the audience will kill me, but in my opinion, I prefer Diva's voice than Fernando's. I'm not making any kind of comparison, but I prefer her because she is more evil. I don't know how to explain. In my opinion, she is really strong, and I like her because she is really moldable with the voice.
Usually, when the singer of a band changes, it's like the more shocking change for the fans
Exactly.
because unless it's like, I don't know, you could change, if somehow you could remove Peter Steele from Type O Negative, like his bass and his voice. The other instruments could be adapted, could change, but the voice is like the face of the band, and sometimes
Exactly.
the fans don't take it very well, or they're like too
I
hardcore,
know.
too old school. But being someone who here in Rockeria, we listen to the old Nervosa and this new single, we find that yes, it has like went for the dark side. It's more evil than before. It's like more black metal, but it sounds really organic, really well. It's not like a shocking change. It's like an evolution, it seems.
Exactly,
It's
exactly.
like,
I agree with you. It's an evolution of Nervosa.
so talking about Evil, how was Guided by Evil chosen as the first song that we have tasted or listened? Why was it chosen in particular among all the other songs in this new album?
Honestly, we were really like, oh man, we like all the songs we did. So in the end, we say, Prika, you have to choose. So Prika chose Guided by Evil, and we came out with this song first. But really, we like all the songs, all the same.
And is it like a good example of how the rest of the album is going to be? Is it a conceptual album? It's like a different song than the rest, or
There
we
are
heard.
many surprises in the album. There are some songs that will surprise people. But in my opinion, the entire album is really organic, and the main concept, in my opinion, behind Perpetual Chaos is that is a kind of scream against abuses, injustice, and the actual condition of our world. And I think every single song can apply to everybody and every situation. If you read all the lyrics, they really can apply to all kind of situations, all kind of countries, and every kind of single person that um, has been treated in a wrong way from others.
And how was it, the composition process? How has it been being locked up in different countries? So you send pieces of
Well,
songs, or do you?
except Prika was working nonstop. I don't know how she can work so many hours like she does. She is really uh, a nonstop musician. I really admire her for this. And every day she was sending us her songs, asking us to put something on their songs, on these songs, and things that we did. She always said, you are basically free to put whatever you feel like, and we were sending our work to her. She was listening to it, and she was saying, yes, maybe you can do this instead of that. But we worked mainly using internet, of course. And then the main process happened in Malaga with Martin Furia, of course, that he is really a great producer. Him and Prika, they are great producer. They were working, I don't know, 15, 16 hours per day.
So she
They
made like
were,
the structure of the songs, but let you express yourself within them. She gave you
of
room
course.
to put a bit of you
Yeah, yeah,
in every song.
yeah, of course. And she's really
Great.
open to everybody. I mean, she's really honest. So if she don't like something, she doesn't like something, she will say to you immediately, no, I prefer this instead of that. Things that she didn't, because she really liked our work. And I think we all together, we did a great work.
Great. So, being Nervosa, like a, let's say, a benchmark within the metal scene nowadays, not only for the sound that you are transmitting, but also because you are a full female band. What could you say to those girls that want to start a band or don't know how to do it or are afraid to start a project or a dream? What message could you give to
Okay.
the audience,
My
the female
my
audience?
yeah, my advice is not to be too egotistical, and always being yourself without hiding anything. Because if you are playing with girls, or women, you have to be honest. It's not like when you play with men that you can act, like you can act or hide something because between women we all know each other, we all know how it works, so you have to be honest. If you are not honest or you are trying to stab someone else in the back, there will be no chance to play in a all women band. And in Nervosa, we are all honest. If there's something that is not okay for us, there's no time. We say to everybody immediately that no, look, this is not working for me. Or look, this is wrong. But honestly, it never happened because we never arrived to this step. You know, we are really, really bonded,
Great.
and we really respect each other.
We, changing the subject. Being Italian, what do you know about the Latin American metal scene, or how do you compare it with the European one? The audience, the
Ooh,
bands, the feelings.
I mean, actually, the only experience I had with Latin American audience is when I played the Latin American tour with Abbat. And honestly, I think that this is the best audience ever because there's a lot of warmth. There's You can see there's the real passion for music. People that is maybe struggling with money, but they are buying the ticket because there's a concert. So it's the best experience I have ever had
Glad
with
to hear
a.
that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you ask me what's the better place you played in Latin America, I cannot answer you because I like every single place I have been. Like Mexico, like Ecuador, like Guatemala, everything. I really I have it in my memory like the best experience I have ever had.
Well, let's hope this new Nervosa band lineup, we can see it very soon here in Santiago. We hope
I
to.
I hope it too. We played in Santiago. I remember it.
I
Wow.
personally saw Nervosa with the old lineup when they were with
Yeah.
Venom. And
Okay.
to be honest, the Nervosa show was way better than Venom's. Way better.
Ah!
Yeah. No.
Great yours.
So, what are Nervosa's plans for 2021? Any hint, anything that you could tell the people that is expecting to see this new Nervosa?
You have to expect many things because Nervosa is a non-stop machine. We are working quite daily for offering to the audience something that it's actually impossible to do, like playing concert. So we are using what's available actually, like internet, like doing videos, like creating every kind of thing that we can do to stay in contact with our audience that we respect so much, and the audience respects so much Nervosa and Prika's work. So this is our way to say thanks to the trust of the audience because you know uh, we were quite worried, like, oh, maybe they will not like the new lineup. We are very different from the previous one, but people really show that they love the new lineup. So we are very thankful to them, and we will show many, many, many things in the next months, and Nervosa will be always, there,
Great. So,
even though concerts are not available.
well, let's hope this situation changes for good anytime soon.
Yeah, let's cross fingers.
We miss the concerts too.
Yeah.
So to give a closure to the interview, can you send your greetings to all Nervosa fans here in Roquerío and in Latin America? And please tell them where they can find your band, your merch, your social media.
Okay, first of all, thanks to Roquerío for this interview. And you can find Nervosa on Facebook and Instagram. And of course, we have the merch on Instagram and Facebook on the pages of the bands. And of course, you can also find Nervosa stuff on our personal profiles. So please stay tuned because we have many surprises for you.
Great, great. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you.